I seriously hate these things. Like, why is it so difficult? Good morning, you guys. So I woke up today feeling the pressure. I've been wanting to make a follow-up recipe video from my nettle harvesting video that I made last week. With that being said, I woke up today, I started my moon, and I don't have all the supplies for the recipe that I want to make. So I decided today maybe I'll just do more of a vlog style and bring you guys along with my day. I need to go to the grocery store. I also need to bring Clover to the vet. She got cut when we were up at the mountain. She's got a big slice on her leg, so I'm gonna bring her in today, get that checked out, and I don't know what else I'm gonna do today.
First off, all I've had today is a coffee, so I need to get some food in my belly. I think that that'll definitely make me feel better.
Oh, yes. All right, so I have local sourdough avocado toast with salt, pepper, and homemade herbal gamasio. And then also one organic fried special egg. My dad used to make this with bacon growing up, but I love to do it with broccoli. Get the broccoli all crispy in the pan first. Crack the egg right on top, season the egg, cover it, turn the stove off, and let it cook and kind of steam itself. The yolk is like, it's perfect. You wanna see? Perfect, jammy, great to put on the toast. All right, so much better. So I guess because I just made breakfast, maybe I'll do a little bit of an explanation of where my diet is at these days. I've tried to make a video about this a couple times, like almost like a coming out video as me not being vegan anymore, but it was like so dramatic and extreme. First off, there's been a lot of shifts and change in my life, especially as far as food goes and my ideals on health and wellness. And I've just been trying to figure out if that's the way that I actually want to go about it, like as this huge like coming out thing, when really it's just like shifts and adaptations that have happened in my life. We as humans ebb and flow, and we adapt and we evolve and we change. I don't think I'm ever going to say again that I am specifically one thing. I am a firm believer in eating so many vegetables. I will always have vegan tendencies. I will always eat meals that are vegan. There will always be days where I eat completely vegan because I still love that lifestyle. I am eating meat, and mostly like chicken and turkey, and I only do that a couple times a week, and I'm being very careful about sourcing, always organic and as local as possible. I'm not one to enjoy eating meat from restaurants when you don't know the sourcing and you can't trust where it comes from. That's not something that feels good for me. I would say that I'm still like 80% vegan, as far as like 80% of my meals are filled with vegetables, or 80% of my meals are vegan meals and not a animal protein based meal. Really over the last year, I've just been challenging myself and the difference between restriction and discipline. I've lived so many years of my life being so highly restrictive, to the point of eating disorder, to the point of anorexia, to the point of orthorexia, and this is something that I can go into in another video. I've been playing with my diet and shifting my diet since I was about 18 years old. I'm 30 this year, so I've been doing this for about 12 years, on and off, vegan, vegetarian. I've eaten small amounts of meat periodically throughout those 12 years, and really just this last year I have felt like so much better mentally about my decisions, and I've really been working on shame and guilt and trust and intuition, and it's felt really, really good. And I still feel like once you've had disordered eating, that stuff like never really goes away. The thought pattern still comes up for me all the time. The guilt, the shame, the like overthinking, all of that. But all of that has such a huge effect on your digestion and assimilation of nutrients and the food that you're eating. That's the challenge that I've been facing. And whatever it is, I don't know where my diet will go in the next 6 months. I don't know where it'll be next week. But for right now, I feel balanced and I feel intuitive and I feel really good. And it's been so scary to talk about on the internet because I've been posting vegan food for so long and I do get backlash. And because I'm still working through my own relationship with food, having other people's opinion just like thrown at me is not helpful. I've taken a huge step back from social media because this is a personal experience. This is a personal experiment. And this is something that I've wanted to combat and work through on my own without the opinions of others. So, I've been wanting to catch you all up for a very long time. And if you're new here, thank you for listening. Now you know what you're getting into, you know what you're going to get from me, and I can't wait to share. All right, you guys, I'm honestly feeling like so much better after eating some food, but I'm still feeling kind of crampy. I think I'm just going to lay down for a little bit. Clover's got to go to the vet in like an hour and a half. I'm going to chill for a little bit and I'll pick the camera up soon. Let's go to the doctor, my mama. Okay, come on. Alright, so I want to show y'all what I've been up to. I just took some of the nettles that I harvested last week and I put some of them in vinegar. Such a simple way to preserve herbs and flowers. You literally just fill it with plant material and then cover it in apple cider vinegar. And a lot of the beneficial constituents and nutrients and minerals will be extracted from the nettle leaf and it will be contained within the vinegar. So I'm going to let this sit for, I don't know, a couple weeks to a month with the plant material in it, and then you can strain it out and then just use the vinegar for like salad dressings or recipes or marinades or whatever you like. And it's also ready with the plant material in it too. I'll just like scoop off the top and then add more apple cider vinegar to it. And it is like such an amazing thing to have around. I also dried some. I set them out in flat baskets like this and they took about a week to dry, and you kind of like flip them every couple days to make sure that it's drying out evenly. Also, I'm going to take these nettles, dry them into a powder. Yeah. Look what just showed up at the door. We have not had a dining room table in so long, and we ordered this one off the internet, which is always kind of a gamble. It's also a marble top, and I'm a little nervous about the color of the marble. I really hope it's like super white and not like cream. Let's open it up. So my camera died, but in that amount of time, we got the garden beds done in full and they look so nice. Now, the next step is to plant some of these guys, but I watered them this morning, and on some of these, the soil is just like too wet to plant right now, so I'm gonna let it dry out. I'll probably plant them later on this evening or possibly tomorrow. Like this lettuce over here is starting to get overgrown and it's kind of having a hard time in that pot. That was just temporary, but they actually ended up getting pretty big. Same with this kale. I'm gonna move it into an actual bed and just, yeah, kind of move some stuff around. I have these beautiful borage right here and they're in this tiny pot, but they really want to be transplanted. All sorts of stuff. It's a work in progress. Also, while my camera was charging, I had a little snack. I had some quinoa and some avocado. Now I'm eating a little piece of chocolate. This one right here. Lily's chocolate, the sea salt dark chocolate. It's so good. And it's sweetened with stevia, so there's no sugar in it. Now I'm also feeling like I could use another snack. I think I'm going to make a green juice. I have a bunch of greens right... Excuse you. I have a bunch of greens right here that I just washed. I don't know, maybe this is a little useful tip for you, but I get heads of lettuce and I always take the edge pieces that are like kind of more overdone or like harder on the top. And then I also use my kale that's like starting to get floppy. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious, but if you don't do that already, then you should juice them. Lettuce, cucumber, apple, ginger, and then I squeezed a whole lemon into it before I put it in my jar, but I didn't get a shot of it. Now I'm going to get some more cropped and distressed stuff done. I have some tags here. Some of these items need to be tagged, and then they will all be ready to go to the Artist Emporium tomorrow. And I'm also going to work on some more jeans. I'll probably try to finish another couple pairs by the end of tonight, and then my brother and my little niece are coming over for veggie burgers. Also, I realized at the beginning of this vlog that I started a couple days ago, I was talking about how I sometimes eat meat, which is still true, but the last couple days I've been just like thinking about being vegan again, and I never want to be like super restrictive or say that I am one thing because I want to allow flux and flow in my diet if that ever is to change. And a lot of times labels can be really restricting and like exclusive in that way, and that's just not how I want to live my life. But it is interesting though, because I've been wanting to see what it feels like, and the last like 3 days I've eaten completely vegan. The one thing that I have noticed is like my creativity, because before, if I had like some turkey or some chicken around or like an egg in the morning, I would just like, it's like super quick, easy protein, and it's almost like lazy in a way. You're just like eggs on greens, super easy. But if you're doing it veggie, you need to add like a bunch of vegetables or like a grain or like a bean or a lentil to your meal to give yourself the protein that you need. Or you could do like some protein packed oatmeal or something like that. But a lot of times I fall to default of just like a quick egg toast or like a quick like some chicken on a salad or something like that. And I just wonder like how many times I've chosen to do something like that instead of cook like an actual meal. Also, once the construction workers are done, which is supposedly by like the end of next week, then I'll have the whole house to myself, or like to me and Ananda. And I'm so excited because I know that like having people here in the morning all the time and like having them hang out is definitely like stifling my creativity / routine, just because I'm like surrounded by people all the time. But I'm ready to shake some stuff up and get on like a consistent routine. It's gonna be really good, and I'm really excited to keep filming more videos. I'm like so stoked on this right now, and I don't know how well this whole entire thing is gonna come together because it's been over a couple of days, but I've had a really good time filming it and I'm enjoying this. So let's keep it going. Okay, I'm gonna tag these items and then I'm gonna make some denim, and then we'll see what happens. Hey you guys, been a little bit. I finished pricing all this stuff. I haven't made any more denim yet. I might get to it later tonight, but maybe not. I transplanted a bunch of plants, and I'm waiting for my brother and my niece to get here. Really excited. It's a very calm, chill evening. I got a lot of stuff done over the last couple days. Had a lot of fun filming all of it for you, so I hope it comes together. I hope that you found something in here that you can relate to or that is inspiring in some way. If you have any questions or if there's anything you'd like to see me do, then definitely drop a comment down below. I guess this is it. I might end it here. And of course, subscribe to me. That is so hard to say. And of course, hit that subscribe button. Oh, I fucking can't. You know what I'm trying to say. Do the thing if you want to. And of course, until next time, take care of yourself.
Can we go on the walkie? To the big spot?